Howdy everyone, Snowfog is back, and today with a little thrift store action. I usually try to hit my local thrift stores a couple times a month. Once in a while, more frequently, but it's usually a couple times a month just to see if they've gotten in anything new. I usually look for old butcher knives or any old knives, stainless steel, cookware, the normal stuff, wool blankets. And on my last little adventure there, I found these. Now I'm assuming they were some kind of steamer service or steamer set. They came with these handles. Sorry for my hands. I was painting some poles on the fence today. And I did wash them several times, but they're still covered in paint. And they had them stuck on there like that. And like that, and then they had them like, I don't know, crisscross, but I figured that I would hang on to these because they would make really good bales for some do-it-yourself cook kits. So I'm going to hang on to those. But my initial idea when I looked at these was, that could make a nice stove, Just put your wood in there, put a grill on top, and kind of big, kind of cumbersome to carry. I mean, they do fit together. But what I come up with was this. To put them one on top of the other. And down here, I have my wood, my fire, and I have a nice sturdy, well, it's going to do that, but it's very sturdy. These are very heavy-duty stainless steel for my stove. But I'm like, what about that? So I thought maybe some type of metal mirror clips. I looked in the hardware stores, and then I'm like, you know what? I always have a ton of these in my pack. The clips. You get them at the dollar store. You get like 6 for $1. So I thought I would use like 4 of these to hold it together. Now, here's the question. Will these clips stand up to the heat of the fire? That's the only question. But, look, it's really sturdy. Of course, there is no port or door to put more wood in. But with this size, I mean, I could use larger chunks of wood. If I was going to take this out and use it, I would build it up with larger chunks of hardwood because it'll fit because of that. So that's my idea. Anyway, now I think when I use it, I'm going to have to use it on some type of grate or, cooling rack to keep it up off the ground, especially right now since it's really wet here. We've had some rain, because there'll be no heat flow through the bottom, you know what I mean? And some stoves are like that. But I figured this type of stove can hold a lot more wood. Therefore, you wouldn't have to, unclip it, take the top off, and put more fuel in. So we're going to give that a whirl and see what happens. I'm just hoping that the clips, they're not the best made things in the world, hold up under the heat until I can find a more suitable means of attaching the two pieces. So let's go out and fire her up. Stay with me. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, I have my pack with me. And everything I need for this outing is in this pack. So let me show you. Get some of these clips undone. So it's really not hard to transport. Like I said, I have everything in here that I need, I hope. Get this out of the way. So, coming out to test the stove, it's kind of boring to just boil up water. Yeah? You really can't see much here. Hang on, let me scooch you down. Sorry. Really boring just to kind of come out and watch water boil. So I figured grab a woodchuck amber and Larry the Cable Guy's beer bread. And we're going to make some beer bread on this stove. So I'm going to get the stove over to my fire pit and we're going to get her chocked up full of fuel and we're going to light her up. Hang on. Alright, so we got her ready. I've got some leaves and twigs and a little bit of river birch and some cedar bark, piece of pine, some twigs, and as luck would have it, my ferro rod and striker are in my belt pouch. But never fear, got the gear ring. So I'm just going to pull out the lighter and get this lit in the wind. Let's do it this way. It has been really windy lately. What? Is my lighter dead? Better not be. Burn, baby, burn. There we go. Seems my cedar bark was a lot wetter than I thought it was. I thought it was just damp, but I got her going. Gonna let her burn down and get good and hot. And then when she's down, I have some chunks of birch here, yellow birch, that I'm gonna put in there to cook with, just so I don't have to take the top off to refeed the fire. Alright, so let's mix up our beer bread. I have my little bake set that I showed in a video. I believe that was for MCK Willie's giveaway. Let's see. Oh, I hope this is big enough to hold all this. I hope. I don't think so. But you know what? That's alright. Because we'll mix it up a little at a time. Pop our beer. I'm a messy cook. Cheers! I don't drink, so. Otherwise, I'd toast to you, but I don't drink. Used to. This Larry the Cable Guy's recipe here, whatever it is, I bought it at the Dollar Tree for $1. Yeah, I'm making a big old mess. So, assuming it's gonna be good, I don't know. I don't know if you have to be over 21 to eat the bread or not. It's really good with cheese, I would think. Oh, hi, Tony. What'd you do, smell food? It's my other cat, Tony. Okay, we're Betty Crocker in this baby. Making a big old mess. You either smelled the food or smelled the beer. One of the two. My coals are going on over there, so I guess we'll guesstimate this. Probably should have mixed it up first in the house in a bigger bowl, but oh well. All right, let me get this mixed up and I'll get you back. Okay, so got her mixed up. I melted some butter over the fire. Pour on top. Oh, this is gonna be so yummy. Calls for 3 tablespoons. I use 4. All right. right, let's get this baby in here. Hopefully without too much of a mess. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna take her over and get her on the fire. Just a little thing here. I was concerned with airflow because of how small the holes are, but you can see it's burning just great. Okay, bring you back when she's done. So we're still cooking. I had two chunks of birch in there, and that's all I put in. I had to undo the cover snappies on this because it was starting to rise, but we're about 30 minutes in. You can see that a little bit better. Almost done. Smells good. Clips are holding up really well. No issues. Yep, two chunks of birch about that big. I mean, obviously you want to use hardwood because it lasts a lot longer. So yeah, almost done. Maybe another 15-20 minutes and I will taste her. Okay, she's off the fire. A little burnage around the edges, but you know, that's to be expected. She passed the stick a knife in the center test and came out clean. But I'll take you over here, show you that birch is still burning in there. So you could actually, you know, use that little stove with a couple of good chunks of hardwood and cook an entire meal on it. All right, let me grab my knife here. I don't have you on the tripod, so I'm working one-handed here. Bear with me. I'm sure we probably got some good burnage on the bottom. I'm really impressed with the stove, and I'm also impressed with my little, there we go, my little baking, let me get this candy out of my mouth, I don't want to spit. Also impressed with my little baking kit here, this flan pan that I picked up. Keep you in frame would be nice, huh? Look at that. Yeah, she's stuck a little bit burned, but oh my, hot. I could see some melted cheese with this and maybe some bacon, but I don't have that with me right now. All right, here's the test. Oh, definitely needs an accompaniment. I want me to talk with my mouth full of cheese, even some more butter or some type of jam. Not bad. It's got that smoky, I've been cooked over the fire taste. All right, so yeah, stove worked good. The baking kit worked awesome. Pretty darn good. All right, so there you have it. My new thrift store cook stove, my flan pan baking kit, and some beer bread. Hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I just had to show you the coals that were left once I took the top of that off. Now I wish I had a steak to go with that bread because those coals are absolutely amazingly hot. Okay, That's it, I promise. Just wanted to show you that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend.